So our introduction section is it's a little long today, but it won't take up too much time, hopefully. So I just want to go over like the basics again, like what your name and then the movie or TV show that we watched last week. But I also want you to talk about like what you did over the break and then what ways did you practice English over our break. So let's see. How about Tarudini? Would you like to begin?
My name is
Thank
Tarbini.
you. You can just talk about like highlights over the 2 weeks. You don't have to yeah. Just talk about some highlights.
I draw pictures in my free time. I did a grammar book to practice my English.
Awesome, thank you. And then what movie or TV show did you watch last week and what was it about?
I couldn't watch a movie.
No, that's okay. You can tell us something or tell us something you read or if you watched anything on YouTube too. If you watched an English show on YouTube, you could tell us about that.
I watched some English grammar lessons.
All right, awesome. Sorry, go ahead.
They was about present continuous and present simple tense.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. And if you have the name of the channel, you can share it later on in the chat. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much for sharing again. And how about Nethala? I saw you unmute your mic and then sorry.
Miss Nethula. Our grandmother and grandparents came here and we make lunch for them and we spent them with Saturday very fun and I read English book and I watch YouTube videos as making drawing pictures and I enjoy last week very well.
Very awesome.
And also there is a rotary program in our school.
All right. And what ways did you practice English over your break? And then what movie or TV show did you watch? Or a YouTube channel as well?
I read the English book and also I watch some English movies also. And also I watch YouTube videos to draw pictures.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing. Let's see. All right, how about Asuri or Chanoli? Would you like to share?
My name is Chanoli, and I watch some movies and some video clips to practice English and to understand English. I can't remember what I did last day.
If you have like any highlights you want to share over like the past 2 weeks, you can just do that.
I would like to share my recent experience in my school. Last Friday, we had a program to prepare some roti And we made rotis.
All right. Then can we have Asiri or Bimba share?
Um, did it sound like auto tune or something? I think.
I did.
So this trip was we went to Katragama. Katragama via Hambantota.
Mhm.
You probably don't know where I'm referring to, but
I do not know. No.
we went, yeah, it's okay. I mean, same. I don't even know what America is, but we went to a what it's a Devala. Devala is like a temple, but it's for some other religion. Like there's churches for Christianity and mosques for Islamic people, right?
Mhm.
So this was kind of this Devala is for Hinduist
Yeah.
people, Hindu
Yeah.
people. So so we went there. During our journey, we went. The most interesting part isn't actually the Devala, because we usually frequently visit that place, and we usually frequently visit that place. So that isn't the most interesting part, but we went on an open safari park while we were going on the trip in Hambantota. That park was like it's a different kind of park. It's like a zoo, but the thing is we are the ones in the vehicle and the zoo animals are in the open.
Good. Oh, that's cool. It's
If
like a
they like
safari.
any kind of, yeah, it's the
Like a
safari, it's a
safari. Yeah.
safari, it's a safari, but you can like drive your car on it because the roads are well built and well kept rather than other safaris.
Yeah.
And like the lions are like the most chill animals I saw there. Like
Oh wow.
lions
That's
and tigers, they did not care. They like we could like open the door and go out and pet them in like 3 steps, like 4 meters of
oh my
distance,
goodness.
nothing. There's like 4 or 5 meters of distance. They say just nobody, no zookeepers are hurt. They don't even care about humans, honestly. It's
Oh
kind
wow.
of crazy that I can just go to within like 5 meters of a lion and it would not attack me, and I can take pictures left and right. And I also took a picture with a parrot. If I wish to share that, but my phone is dead right now. It's in my
You can
phone.
send it. You can send
Uh,
those pictures to us in the WhatsApp group chat later.
yeah, okay. And also I want to show something that I got during the trip. In like there's small huts and very small shops in over here, like street shops, like very small. It's kind of a different idea because there's like alleyways and small, I don't know, pathways where you would go to worship the devalas. And
Yeah.
around those sides there's like ornaments and stuff you can buy. And I got this. Can you see it?
It's a little
This is,
dark.
this
Looks
is
like
a,
an emoji.
it is, yes, it is an emoji.
Oh, that's nice. It's like a mini pillow.
Yes, squishy. That's one of the interesting things I got. And honestly, it was pretty cool that I got into like a vicinity of 5 meters of a
Yeah.
lions, tigers. Like they were massive. Like when you go into like when you get close to it, it's I like the computers and televisions doesn't express it as much as how huge a lion is. Even like the lion cubs and stuff, they're also massive compared to cats, even though they're in the same family. Okay, thank you for listening, and thank
Thank
you
you.
for letting me share.
All right, can you quickly go over the ways you practiced English and then like a YouTube channel, movie, or TV show that you
Ways I
watched?
practice the English. I normally watch YouTube to just kind of relax and those kind of stuff. And I sometimes just chat with my friends in English. I use Discord and meet new people over there, and I also use English over there.
Mhm.
And I also read books. I have read many books in English because those are just kind of enjoyable. And I'm also reading a web novel nowadays, and
Oh,
also
nice.
online books. It's a very not have you do you know about like the author's point of view book? Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
Okay,
That sounds
it's a
really
very
cool.
famous now. Yeah, yeah, the author's point of view. It's like one of the highest trending books nowadays, and I read those. It's really interesting to read. Like those are like more accessible, and those writers are not actually like well established writers, but they can create well stuff. Like honestly, we just kind of stick to like Maxim Gorky for Russian authors, and like there's like a base of authors that we just kind of stick to, and we just like defend and read exclusively their books.
Mm,
And it's just for kind of interesting to reach out and find new artists and authors so that we can read those.
yeah. All right, awesome. Let's see. Okay, thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you,
We
teacher.
can move to our topics this week. So, we're just gonna be practicing conversational English for today, and then we'll get back to grammar next week. So for all right, today basically for the first two activities, I'm just gonna give you like an outline of a conversation, and then I just want you guys to fill it in or tell me like a phrase that would make sense given like the context of what the other characters are saying, right? So we're gonna do that, and then after that we're gonna practice some common conversations. So in English, or I mean in I don't know, in America specifically, people love small talk. um so like you people will talk to strangers all the time, and then just like yeah. So we'll talk about some of like the common stuff. Um and then we'll like practice our conversation skills, and like if you mess up, don't worry about it. I'll correct you. And then yeah, so that's the game plan for today. It's pretty simple. All right. So let's start with this one. We have one character named Sudesh and one character named Suresh, and Sudesh says, "Hi, Suresh." So what do you think? And also look at keep in mind what Sudesh says after as well. So what do you guys think is Suresh will say next? So basically what we're gonna do is we have two characters, right? We have Sudesh and Suresh, and we're just gonna complete um okay, we're just gonna give like the provide like a phrase that would make sense given like the context, which is like if I say hi Ravine, Ravine will say what would you say, Ravine?
Hi, Sonara.
Yeah, it's like that. So I would say so yeah, we'll basically just be like filling in um their conversation. So if someone says hi, you say like hi back, and then if they ask a question, you'll answer the question. It's that kind of thing. Do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
All right, awesome. And do we have any volunteers for like the first phrase?
Yeah, can we get everyone to turn on their cameras, or if you have a cam,
I'm
turn
sorry.
on?
Yeah,
No, all good, all good.
I forgot.
It's just Yeah, especially when we're having conversation, it's good for everyone to have their cameras and speak face to
Yeah.
face. Thank you to all of you turning on your cameras.
I'm sorry.
No, all
Okay.
good.
All right. Let's see. Darudin, you said you had a phrase that you'd like. Oops, sorry. Do we have any other volunteers for this phrase? Or I can fill it out to give you guys like an example of what we're trying to do. So if someone says hi Suresh, and Sudesh would say back, or Suresh would say back,
I like this.
yeah. All right. So following that logic, what would Suresh say after Sudesh asks, "What book do you have with you?"
Say hi.
Yeah. So
I
he said
have
hi. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have.
no which book I have.
Mhm.
In that conversation, he has whatever the book he has. Like if we take, for example, Model Duva.
Yeah. So can you give me
I
like?
have the book Model Duva.
Mhm. Oh, so I have the
Is that
book.
correct?
Yeah.
Model
So
Duva.
like
Or
you
something like easier.
yeah.
Model
So
from Maxim
uh,
Graphic.
given the context, it looks like Suresh has an assignment that has to be submitted, so we can assume that it's probably a school-related book, right?
So this is the thing. You have to give us a book. There isn't much about reading over here in like libraries and stuff. People
Okay,
just normally read.
um, okay, we'll just say I have a chemistry textbook.
There's one I remember. There's an assignment in Sinhala where it's 100 meter. Do you remember the book? Other yeah,
The 100 meter.
100 meters. Yes, it's about a kid who is like extremely poor and he has to come up many obstacles to get to
Is
the
it
race
100
and
meter
win it.
dash or 100 meter?
Yes, so it's just meters here. It's 100 meters. It's the book's name. I don't know how to translate it anymore. It's about a run. It's about a school level run where he wins it.
All right.
Is that
Okay, I'll just.
that's the one? And there's many books. But can you please give the example so we won't make this extremely complicated? Teacher,
Yeah.
can you give us an example so this won't be too complicated?
Um, I can lead you guys in the right direction, but like the point of this activity is for you guys to complete the
No,
conversation.
give us some context.
Oh,
As
you
what
guys
is
want more
this book
context?
for? Yep.
Okay. So I'll try to. Okay, so like the two characters, Suresh and Sudesh,
Yes.
are they're having basically a so they meet each other, they greet each other. They have a small conversation on the book that Suresh is carrying. And then yeah, I guess it's like most of like the context. I could probably give you some more, but
As in, give us a book's name so we can continue the
no,
conversation.
we'll just do I have a
What
book
book
called
do I
Illuminated
have?
That works. Because we're not
Huh? Yeah.
we're not really talking about the context of the book in this case, right? Like if you read the conversation, they're just talking about when he has the assignment like submitted, basically.
Oh.
Or has to submit the assignment. So yeah. Because he's not asking if like in if I have to give you context about the book, that means he would probably be asking like what is the book about in this case, right? But then the answer wouldn't make any sense if we wrote that. So if I say, really, what is the book about? And then Suresh just says we have an assignment to be submitted, it doesn't really make too much sense, right? So we'll just like
So let's say the book's about chemistry. Is that a proper response?
You can just say, well, the only thing that Sudesh asked is what book do you have with you, right? So we can just provide him with the information of what book that we have with us.
Then you could just say the name of the book, right?
Yeah, just say the name of the book because that's technically all Sudesh asked us. It's just the name of the book. If you
So
want, we
let's
can
say,
provide like a little like tidbit, like I don't know. It's a story about running. But again, this isn't like necessary to like the question that he asked, right? Because he only asked what book do you have with you? So this is a proper response to that question. I have a book called 100 meters. Sorry, I keep opening the wrong thing.
yeah, I have a book called 100 meters.
Yeah.
So then what would other persons be response?
Oh, can you guys see my screen?
No, we cannot.
Oh, that's why. Oh my goodness. I was like, I'm so sorry. Let me reshare my screen. I'm sorry, you guys. Because I was wondering why this was being like why was this was so confusing, but okay. I'm so sorry.
Oh, now it makes it.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
I
Gosh. I was so confused. I was like, why aren't they getting this? That's my fault. That is completely my fault. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is like the format of what we're doing, right? I'm sorry.
Oh,
I thought you guys could see it this whole time. Okay. So here's like the format, right? I have a book called 100 meters. All right.
really?
I'm so sorry.
And then,
Okay, so what's
then what is it for? Really, what
yeah,
is it for?
exactly. I'm so sorry. Okay. What is it for? And then we have an assignment to be submitted.
When is it? When is the due date or when is the deadline?
Mhm.
Goodbye. Have a nice day.
Yeah, so say next Monday. All right, Carrie, I don't want to disturb you. See
Yeah.
you.
So yes. Goodbye.
Bye.
Yes.
There you go. I'm so sorry for overcomplicating that again. Good job. Okay, let's get another volunteer for this one. This time we're talking to a doctor. We're having a conversation between two characters, one doctor and then one character named Dimut. Okay.
Can I answer for this?
Oh, sorry. Let's do Tarudini for the first one and then Natula for the second one.
What's your problem?
Um, okay, we could do like in I don't know, in English speaking countries, sometimes when you say what is your problem, it's more like a condescending thing. Um, so like
What brings you here today? Is that a
yeah, so
conversation?
what is your problem might come off a little rude in English speaking countries. It's kind of like if someone's doing something bad or weird, I guess, you'd say like, what is your problem? So it's not, I don't know, it's not really used in like a good
It's
context in most English speaking countries. So we can
neither it is in Sri Lanka and Sinhala.
oh, okay. So we can also in this context we can just assume that the doctor knows Dimut's name. Okay, so we can try to incorporate his name into what the doctor might say. So can we try to do that?
Hello, Dimut. What brings you here?
Yeah, so we could say what brings you here, and then we can ask his like name at the end, right?
Yes.
So yeah. So hello, what brings you here, Demuth? Okay, I'm not well, doctor. What do you think you would say?
I
Oh,
have
sorry, go
a,
ahead, Dental.
I have a fever.
Yeah.
Fever in 5 days.
I have a fever. And then how long have you been feeling unwell? You just say for a couple of days. Or if you want, we can be even more specific. Can someone give me another example of the sentence, but more specific? So instead of saying for a couple days, you can say I've been feeling sick since, you know,
16th, 15th of this month, 15th of October.
yeah. All right. What is an appropriate thing to say after? So we have how long have you been well? I've been feeling unwell since the 15th of this month. Let me look at your throat. It's red. And what else can we say?
Acetomato.
Yeah, if you want, we can use simile in this case, right? Oh, why is that? Sorry. Ignore the autocast. As a tomato. All right, what's another thing that we can say? Just red as a tomato, or it's red, and we can use the word "and" to describe more symptoms that he notices, right? So we could say it's red and has bumps, right? We'll just say that. Oh wait, sorry, it looks like the doctor is asking a question. I didn't notice that. There you go. Okay, do you see how there's a question mark at the end? I didn't notice that, but we have to take that into mind as well, right? So the doctor said, let me look at your throat. It's red. And then what do you think, what kind of question do you think he'll ask after that? Keep in
It's red
mind,
and swollen.
yeah,
Red and
so
swollen.
what kind of question do we ask? Because do you see Dimuth's response after? Dimuth says,
Okay.
yes, it's sore.
Okay. Let me look at your throat. It's red. Is it so?
Yeah. Is it sore is the question that the doctor is asking.
Or does it hurt?
Yes, we can say, is it sore or does it hurt? All right, and then Dimuth says, yes, it's sore. And the doctor says, it seems that, what do you think he'll be doing in this case? He'll probably be diagnosing the Dimuth, right? So what do you think he can say?
It seems that you need to suggest some medicine.
We could say it seems that, I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
Teacher,
Mm-hmm.
I think we need some context in this conversation because
Okay, so
we don't know how conversation goes over there, and since we don't even visit the doctor much, so we need some
no, that's
context
okay.
as in how to build this conversation.
Yeah.
currently.
Okay. Okay, for this, okay. So we know that Demuth has a red sore throat, right? And so we can say that he has a sore throat, which is a like a medical like a kind of a common
Yes.
medical condition, right? So we could say it
Do you
seems
have
that
any history?
you have a sore throat, right? So we could, yeah. So you have a sore throat. So does that kind of make sense?
Yes.
I am so sorry for this messy format. There you go. Okay. So it seems that you have a sore throat. Or we could say it seems that you have, I don't know, a flu or, just, yeah. So do you have any, we could say, do you have any fever, or do you have, this one is a little harder. I agree. It's not as straightforward as the last one. So this is kind of more up to your guys' imagination. So it
Honestly,
seems
I
that you
haven't
have a
been to the
sore throat.
doctor like in
It's
like
okay.
7, 8. I don't know. For like this entire, I haven't seen a doctor.
That's all right. So we could say it seems like you have a sore throat. Do you have any we'll like say fever, right? Do you guys have any other examples that we could uh, look at? I mean, or like try out in this case. Do you have any fever, or do you have any cough, right? So we'll just like, I don't know. Let's try to get one example from you guys, and then we'll move on, okay? So like fever, cough, what's something else that you think you can ask?
Common cold.
Huh?
Common cold.
Yeah, we could say that. So do you have any like we could say cold symptoms, right? Sim Am I spelling that right? I hope so. Is it with a P? Symptoms, I think so. Yeah, it is. All right. Cold symptoms. There you go. Well, not that I know of. And then take this medicine. But yeah, do you have any other illnesses that works? Someone said it in the chat. This is right. Not that I know of. Take this medicine. Do you think maybe he
From
can
the
give?
pharmacy?
Yeah, take this for medicine from the pharmacy. He can also give like a time frame. Maybe like take this medicine every.
A day?
I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time? You're cutting out just a little bit.
Drink twice a day?
Yeah, take this medicine twice a day.
Take this medicine before eating.
Yeah, you could take it twice a day before eating. All right. There you go. All right. And let's see. What do you think he can tell the patient to drink? We have some.
Take 2 tablets.
Sorry, can you say it one more time?
Drink 2 tablets.
Yeah. You just say 2 tablets. You can ask him to drink like warm water or something else in the chat. Yeah, hot beverages. Do you need to tell this like warm water or hot beverages? There you go.
Have a rest about 2 days.
And have sorry, one more time.
Have a rest about
Yeah,
2
and
days.
have yeah, because they have a lot of rest, right? All right, perfect. Thank you. All right, and then it's better if you can come in 3 days for a checkup. And Dimud says, "Thank you, doctor." All right. Awesome. Let's move on to some common conversations. So we can have volunteers and then I'll start off the conversation and then we're basically just going to simulate small talk and yeah, I'll correct you if there's any issues, but I don't know why Americans love small talk so much. It's not really common too much in English speaking like European and European countries, but I don't know, pretty common here. So let's talk about we'll talk about this in the context of Sri Lanka, so it won't be like, you know, because it'd be weird to talk about the weather in America since you guys aren't here. Well, all right. Do we have any volunteers? And you guys can choose a topic that you would like to talk about. So if you want, actually we'll start with how about Chanuli? Let's talk about let's talk about weather together. So how is the weather like in Sri Lanka right now?
Nowadays we have uh, rain.
Mhm. Is it heavy rain or is it light rain?
Not a heavy rain. Um,
All right. Let's say this would be easier like if we were like in the same location. Uh, let's see. Um, has it been raining for a while or has it just recently started?
no.
You can tell me now if the rain has been like recent or if it has been there for a while.
Today rain for a while. Uh,
All right. Awesome. Uh I know weather is a little bit complicated to have um in two different locations. So now you can ask me how the weather is here. So
how the weather in your area is.
yeah, so you could say how is the weather over there? Okay, and then my response would be we've had very sunny weather. It's rained probably like once this month. And it's surprising since it's fall, but I mean it's California, so it is what it is. And the temperatures have been dropping though. We're around uh 80 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's been pretty nice. The sun has been setting like much earlier, which sucks, but yeah. Yeah, the weather's been pretty nice so far. Haven't seen rain in a while and I want to. So yeah.
Tisha, I would like to talk about shopping.
Okay, let's talk about shopping. What stores do you like to shop at?
Uh, I really like frocks.
Mhm.
When I uh, go go to the shop,
Mhm.
I like to get all the frocks. Uh, and I also like the jeans and
Mhm.
shirt. Um,
Nice.
and I also like shoes and nice shoes and I, I like to wear heels. Uh, yeah, thank you.
Awesome, thank you. Oh, actually, wait, I have to continue the conversation too. Um, I also like shopping sometimes. My favorite stores to shop at are uh H&M. Actually, yeah, that's my favorite store. And then for shoes and stuff, I just get them at they have like just places where they specifically sell shoes. Here, let me show you guys my favorite pair that I have right now. Look at these. They're Nike Air Maxes. They're super cool and they're colorful. I like them. Anyways, enough talking about shopping. Sorry. We're running out of time. Okay, let's see. Lasiri, would you like to share? Thank you so much, Channeling,
That
for
was
your
rude.
participating.
That was rude.
All right, Asri, which conversation would you like to have?
I just wanted to point out that that shopping has been typed out twice in the second and the sixth one.
Okay.
If you want to fix, you can fix that. I would like to speak about the weather over here.
Okay. So how is the weather over there, Asri?
It's currently raining right now. Raining pretty mild rain right now. I can hear the rain, and it's not that hot. It's about 28 Celsius, 83 Fahrenheit over here. Not that hot compared to Sri Lanka's climate, which would almost sometimes which would sometimes go as high as 104 Fahrenheit sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's raining right now. The day was sunny these days, and there has been flooding over throughout Sri Lanka these days, and that's it. These days
Oh,
it's rainy, and we're about to what
is it heavy flooding or
no light flooding, and the rivers are about to overflow. But now it's about time where I don't know, I can't remember the name for it. Like
is it rainy
what's
season?
crop harvesting? What's the
Oh,
one word for like planting crops? Is there like another one?
I'm not familiar with farming terms. I'm sorry.
No,
Like
it's
harvest
okay.
season, I guess. I don't know.
Harvesting season is where you harvest, right?
Yeah, I
The opposite
I'm not
of harvesting. Weather.
planting season, I guess. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that it's not heavy rain, no casualties, so no lost lives.
Mhm.
That's it. No
All right.
rain. The rain's light.
And the rain might help with like making the lands a little more fertile, right? For farming season then.
Currently, the paddy fields are like completely flooded to the brim. Like you
Oh,
can't
that's
plant
not
in it now.
okay.
Then it has to go out. It has to flood once in a while, and then it has to go out.
Hmm. Okay. I've um I've seen some paddy fields when I went. I don't know, I haven't been to Sri Lanka in a while, but last time I went, we did see some paddy fields over there. It was really cool.
Where like more centrally over at Anuradhapura or like the center of Sri Lanka, because those were the times where Sri Lanka like main cities. I don't know what to call them in English, like where the king lived,
Mhm.
king's main city, central capital of Sri Lanka. During those times, the capital of Sri Lanka, those where the king and all of the communities and villages. So those sites are more dense, less dense with humans, and there's a lot of paddy fields over there if you want to go look them. But if you come to Colombo or somewhere, over there, there's not going to be many because the Colombo city was used by British people to use it as a harbor, and that's where they came. So those cities are like the commercial capitals of Sri Lanka, and the Anuradhapura and the Polonnaruwa, those sites are like where the paddy would be. And if you come to like Hambantota, Jaffna or somewhere, those dry areas would house like Palmyra and fishing industry.
For us,
ID.
in California, we have like a ton of farming areas too. I think most of our
Your country is massive.
I mean, yeah, the US is insanely huge. Like I don't know. It's so much larger than like I don't know. But in California, we do a ton of farming here. So like the fields around our area right now are pretty dry, but like we grow so much here, almost everything. Tomatoes, avocados, even rice actually.
Like what?
Yeah.
There's like millions. Like there's a lot of types of rice over here in Sri Lanka. Like
Oh, we only grow like one grain, I'm sure.
probably like preferably I think it would be basmati because it's one that's like genetically mutated so that it could like harsh temperatures and stuff.
Yeah, that's
Withstand harsh
probably
temperatures, and the grain is more favorable and is more like appealing to Asian dishes because Asian dishes are the ones that uses rice, right? So most
yeah.
of the like TVs seen on TV, like Chinese dishes from Asia, use that grain. It's a longer grain and it's easier to work with. Other ones are like Nadu, Kiri Samba. There's a bunch of types of bunch of grain types in Sri Lanka over here.
Yeah.
Very interesting to be honest.
It is, yes.
There's like porridges from rice. There's rice itself, and then there's another one with kiribat. We call that kiribat, which is not made from water, but it's made from what? Coconut milk.
Yeah. We have watermelons here. They're kind of small though. If you see the size.
It's about the
like,
size as there is here.
Oh yeah. And there's some like they're genetically modified though, so they're like massive. You like this one it's just the size of a cantaloupe. Oh, and tons of avocados. Tons of it. All over, I don't know. Anyways, we got off track there. I'm sorry. Okay. Let's see. Nethala, how about you? You can choose any conversation. Actually, wait, let's check. Yeah, we'll do that. And because today's like yeah, we just have the monologue practice, which we can save for next week. So I'm not too worried about that. We'll just have like a last couple conversations and then yes, we'll talk about homework and that's it for the class.
I'm talk about sports.
Sorry, one more time.
I'm talk about sports.
Okay.
I heard latest news as Sri Lankan cricket team won the Asian Cup, and yesterday start the World Cup also. I couldn't watch the match.
Yeah.
I think.
Did we do well on that? Did Sri Lanka do well? I don't keep up with cricket too much.
Now Sri Lankan team is in good. Sri Lanka team is doing cricket very well. I think it is a favorite game. It is my favorite game also. I think Sri Lankan team won the win the World Cup also. Thank you.
Awesome. And let's see. Um, does Sri Lanka have like a professional rugby team or
I think also there is volleyball team also Sri Lanka.
Mhm.
And I heard another news. The ladies cricket team also won the match.
Oh, nice. Good to hear. All right. Let's see. In American sports, I don't keep up with American sports either. Uh, I know in America, college football is pretty big here. And let's see. I don't know. I think oh geez. I'd have to ask my sister. I'm sorry. I don't really keep up with American sports too much. But yeah, so we have I don't know, America spends or has like a lot of tradition surrounding like football.
Football and
American
baseball. Football and
football and
baseball
baseball
big here. Yeah.
are pretty big here. Like we have like Super Bowl parties when Super Bowl happens and you know like they spend a ton of money on that especially like even for the halftime shows and stuff um and yeah I don't know I mean anyways sports culture is pretty big in America even like from a young age like kids do like a lot of you know like I don't know like there's like a lot of kids teams out there and stuff and whatnot like I don't know sports are just really big here. So yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
All right. Thank you for sharing. And we are at 10 already, so I will go over homework. Um, same thing as last week. I'm gonna focus more on media, but the thing is, if for some reason you can't watch TV or YouTube or anything, reading an article or a book is fine as well. I'm just gonna keep it open for now. But read one article or book. Okay. But I still want you guys to, if you can, check out English YouTube channels because I think just really hearing other English people speak to each other is gonna help a ton. So yeah. But again, if there's for some reason you can't watch like TV or YouTube that week, just tell us one article or a book that you read. Does that sound good?
Yes, teacher.
All right, awesome. And thank you so much for your participation. I'm sorry about the screen sharing thing. That
Nah, it's nothing.
that
Teacher,
was my
don't
fault.
worry about it. It's happened.
And so, teacher.
All right. Bye bye, you guys. Thank you for being patient with me today. Sorry. Bye bye.
Goodbye, teacher.